I'm in Stuart, Florida this evening, and as you can see, 5 days in, I've already broken down and got a motel room. But it is a much, much needed motel room. Um, I only rode 214 miles today, but it was a long, long 214 miles. I'd went out of the way, um, not really doing my mapping that well, just kind of like assuming, seeing a road sign that I thought was, what I was supposed to take, but I didn't, not GPSing or using a map or anything. I just kind of, or I had already looked, earlier, but I didn't double check. So I went out of my ways, a good ways. I actually went out to, what do they call it? Cape Canaveral National Scenic Shore, I guess it was, which is, it's a national park. And but anyhow, I went out there and it was a dead end. I thought it was the road that was going to go through A1A, and it was A1A, but it was A1A dead end into the park. And so I rode out there, and I didn't stick around the park. I went ahead and bought my annual park pass, which there should be plenty more national parks this trip where I wouldn't need it anyhow. So I went ahead and did that. So when I did that and more or less drove down just a little ways into the park and turned around and came out, just because I had to keep going and get back on track. And to the, saying as far as the miles today, from, I can't even say where exactly it started, but just mile after mile after mile of just heavy. Well, it's Saturday. It's Saturday and it's beautiful down here in Florida. So everybody and their brother were out, and just again, the traffic was insane. And not only that, the traffic was crazy, but also just the area. It was just just business district after business district, or one continuous business area, I guess you would say. And I mean, it felt like there was 1,000 traffic lights, and just a lot of braking, just kind of like racing, get through a traffic light, and then you just kind of, race up to the next and stop and wait in line with everybody else. And can't imagine how many times I clutched and braked and downshifted and upshifted and all that today. I mean, just countless times. Feels like 1,000 of each. But another beautiful day on the road. Just, hot, really hot down here. I don't even know what the temperature was. I just know it was hot. And again, especially with all that riding gear on. Guess that's all I've got. Tell you, I'm tired and I just can't think really. Well, it's my excuse. I seem like I can't think half the time either way. I guess that's all I got for now. I'm like, I'm like 100 and maybe 130 some from Key Largo. Might be what it was. So anyhow, not too terribly far, which is kind of nice. Again, these past few days with just trying to make time and get down there because of my reservations, kind of had me on a tight schedule a little bit. I mean, well, again, it's riding. It's riding every day. I can't complain. I mean, sure, it's wearing me out, but how can I complain? This is amazing, and tired or not, I mean, it's fun, and it's good to be tired, from doing something, as opposed to tired and bored from doing nothing. That, and I know what I was going to say too. I'd mentioned again the bike, man. Old Zeke out there, my Himalayan. That I've mentioned a time or two about the size of that bike, and about it being a small bike and all that. But I tell you, that little bike is a beast. I am completely happy with that bike. I mean, sure, it's not a big touring bike, and I didn't want a big touring bike. You know, I'm a simple man, and you know, you can sometimes you can make do and you can get by with less. And I don't know, just in a way too, I feel like it makes it more of a, I don't know, it almost livens up the experience, so to speak. But again, that little bike is a beast. I'm a big guy, and I have got to load it down. And you know, again, even though it doesn't go 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, I don't want to go that fast. But I've been rolling, you know, again 50, 60 miles an hour, mile on end with that load on it, and that little thing is doing just fine. It's a fun little bike, and I would definitely recommend it. And I'm really, you know, thankful I've got one. And that said, he's outside the door of my motel here, and I just went out there and put a cover on him and lock my panniers. And I'm not ashamed to say I told him good night. He's my buddy. He's my old faithful iron horse. So that's all I got for real this time. All right, good night.